Hello everyone and welcome to the recaps of the new Super Strong tournament which is the FIDE Grand Swiss 2023. This tournament is prestigious as it opens up two spots to the candidates tournament which will decide who will play against the world champion for the title. So after day 1 of action, here are the results in the open section. 32 players managed to win. Fabiano Caruana won his game. Then we got also a lot of draws. Hikaru Nakamura, Alireza Firuza, Anish Giri and Gukesh D drew their games. Richard Rapport and Levon Oronian won. Then Pragnanda and MVL drew. Jan Christoph Duda and Yu Yangi won. Vincent Kemar drew to Murzin Voldar. Then Nodibek Abdulsatro won his game. Pentala Harikrishna drew. Then we got a first upset here. Erwin Lamy won against Vidit Gujarati. Then Arjun Erigesi won against Frederick Swain. Then Nikita Vitigo drew to Vasi Durabali. Param Maksudlu managed to win his game. Jordan Van Forest drew to Leon Mendonça. Bogdan Daniel Diak drew to Aryan Tari. There were no easy pairings for anyone, though it was the first round. And here were the results for the top 20 boards. If you want, you can check out the results by pausing the video here as I scroll through the results. Now we move on to the standings after round 1. 32 players have got 1 point, so they are on the top half of the standings. The other players have got half or no points. So there are 32 players who got 1 point. The list starts from Fabiano Caruana, Richard Rapport, Levon Oronian, and at the end of 1 point, we've got Royal Shreyas. Then moving on, top seeds have half point like Hikaru Nakamura, Alireza Firuza, Anish Giri, and the list goes on. And then we've got players who have got no points. If you want to check out any of the players, you can pause through the video. And now let's check on the pairings for round 2. Fabiano Caruana will face the famous Hans Niemann. Richard Rapport will play against Ethan Bakro. Levon Oronian will play against Ivan Shepranov. Jan Christoph Duda will face Alexander Pradke. Yu Yangi will play against Alexei Shirov, who was a very famous player. One of his games were titled Fire on the Board. Then Nodirbek Abdusatro will play against Narayan SL, who recently came third at the Qatar Masters. So no one has easy pairings here, though it's the starting rounds. Everybody is come for their share of the top 2 spots to go to the candidates. Then Arjun Erigesi will play against Anton Gujaro David. Param Maksudlu will face Melkumian Hrant. Savian Samuel will play against Arvind Chitambram. Haik Martinosian will play against Najer Evgeny. Vladimir Fedosia will play against Edwin Lamy. Gabriel Sargesian will play against Niklas Uschenbet. Amin Tabatabai will play against Temur Kuibokorov. Jumbayev Rinat will face Andrei Sipenko. Alexei Sarana will play against Royal Shreyas. And Amin Besev will face Ramzan Zalmakung. Then we move on to the pairings of the players who have got half points. Hikaru Nakamura will face Ronak Sadhwani. Firuza will play against Mohamed Avrov. Anish Giri will face Sven Rasmus. And the list goes on. It's quite a big list. If you want, you can pause the video. And now we'll move on to the women's section of the tournament. These are the results of round 1. There were many draws. Alexandra Goryachkina drew. Alexander Kostenyuk drew. Maria Muzichuk drew. Then Ten Ziongi and Anna Muzichuk won, and we got the first upset on board 6. Shovalina Polina lost to Robert Zelin. Then on the 7th board, 2 Indians were paired together. Tanya Sachdev drew against Harika Dronavali. Then Elizabeth Pates won against Alice Lee, who is a very young talent. Then another upset was Nino Batshiashvili losing to Sula Kidu. Then Asubayeva, Bibisara and Magne Dinara drew their games. Vaishali won. Savita Shri won against a 2400 rated. That was also another upset. Then Pia Kramling drew, who is Anna Kramling's mother. Then Gune Mamadza drew. Valentina Gunina won. Then Pauline Gichard also won. She also created another upset. Vantika lost to Kamali Denova Mirut. Anna Usena drew. Then Inyak Theolera lost to Sandhu Mihela. These were the top 20 boards, and there are Only 5 more boards here. You can check out the results here. One of the results that catches my eye is Divya Deshmukh winning to Trisha Kanyamaran. Then moving on to the standings after round 1, 15 players have got 1 point. Those include Tan Jiangi, Anna Muzichuk, Elizabeth Pace, Vaishali, and the list goes on till Sandhu Mihela. Then we've got many top seeds who have half point: Alexander Goryachkina, Alexander Kostenyuk, Mare Muzichuk, Harika Dronavali, and there's a big list. Then some players have also got 0 points, and there are only 50 players to this tournament, whereas in the men's section it's more than double. And now to the pairings of round 2, Divya Deshmukh will face Tan Ziongi, then Anna Muzichuk will play against Solakidu, Garifulina Leah will play against Elizabeth Pates, Robozeline will face Vaishali, Kamalidanova Mirut will play against Valentina Gunina, Stefana Antonetta will play against Savita Shri, Sandhu Mihela will play against Bulmaga Irina, Alexander Goryachkina will play against Guichar Pauline. Here Guichar Pauline has 1 point and Alexander Goryachkina has half point, because here Guichar Pauline is playing against a player with half point, as she's one of the odd one out among the players who have 1 point, so she has to face one of the players with lower points. And then there's another big list of players who have half point who are paired against each other, and players who have 0 points will face each other. And that concludes the recap. I hope you found this video helpful and educational. If so, you can like the video and share it with others so that they know the results of this famous tournament. And for more content like this, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.